Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and today we're going to discuss a little bit about the character that each one of us has and how it's influencing the job that we do in CBO or Advanced Plus optimizations. So, I do teach a lot of people on how to do Facebook ads, freelancers, business owners. Now with the chosen 5 programs, throw the intro. Hi guys, I would like to interrupt this video in order to talk to you about my new mentorship programs, and I would love if you go to the website. You're going to find the link in the description, or you can find it in the menu of my website, and over there you're going to be able to see the different mentorship programs that I have. You can find the one that is going to fit better your needs, and I will hope to see you there. So with all the mentorship programs, I do train a lot of people, and basically what I have seen is that each person is actually different, and it was very interesting because, as you can see, I'm a person that I might not be flashing my life if I have a lavish life and stuff, because I do care about focusing on Facebook ads. But in my personal life, I do like to go and smoke cigars. I do like to go on an expensive trip. This is how I spend my money. I don't spend my money on Lambos. I don't spend my money on things that other younger people might do and stuff. But this also shows a character of mine of being a little bit more aggressive when it comes to optimization, because I'm also the type of guy, for example, which is going to go into a Greek taverna and order the whole menu, for example, just because I want to taste it. There are other people that are more modest, and they will go and they will just order one dish, not just because of the money. It's not about the money. It's about their mentality that they say, okay, the food is going to be there, we're not going to eat it, so why we should order all of that? But I'm thinking in another way, and I'm saying I want to taste this, I want to taste this, I want to taste this, and I'm thinking on a completely different way. Is it correct or wrong? It doesn't matter, but this is who I am, okay? And I do it all the time. Have I seen it from my family? Of course. My father used to order the whole catalog also on the tavern, okay?
And pretty much everything we make for Ron.
So this is something which is coming from my family, and I also have it as a character. Guess what is happening? I made the crazy method, because it's like ordering the whole menu from the catalog. The same thing is happening with other people and I'm seeing also being, I want to do this campaign, and I want to do also this campaign, and I want to test this, and I want to test that, and I'm more aggressive on that way. There are other people that are more relaxed, that I teach them, and I always tell them, you don't have to be as aggressive as I am, not because you're not experienced, because maybe it's not within your character. Let's clear this out once and for all. So, the more people I was teaching, I was noticing that, for example, they were going in an Advantage Plus campaign or in a campaign that it was a CBO, and they were putting more amount of assets or ads because they were afraid of the budget distribution. On the other hand, and again, I believe it's not about experience always, it's about character also. I was putting less because I wanted to see more results in a day, and I wanted to optimize more aggressively. I have seen people when I teach them how to optimize, because there's not only one way to optimize, there's 2 or 3 different ways. For example, you go in one campaign and you see, for example, that you're having one leading ad which is not doing well at all. Somebody could say, okay, let me wait for a little bit. This is acceptable. Someone like me would say, okay, let me close it. Let me shuffle the cards again. Let's see if it's going to distribute the budget to others. And someone else might come and say, okay, let me lower the budget on the campaign just to control it a little bit more. So there are so many different ways of optimizing an Advanced Plus or a CBO campaign. And I always encourage my students to actually go and just feel what is their character, and not just follow me blindly, just understand and go within their comfort zone and advertise and optimize the campaigns with their own personal way. So the purpose of this video is this. You are seeing me doing things a lot of times on my videos and stuff. You don't have to necessarily do the things on the same way that I'm doing them, not because you're not experienced, because maybe you have a different character. If you feel like you're a character that you want to be more composed, you want to have more control and all of that, maybe you have to adjust your strategy, my strategies, to your own personality, and just try to advertise with that way in order for you to be safe and not feeling insecure. Because a lot of times when you're going to do the things that I'm doing in the aggressive way that I will do it, it's not within your character, and you will start making mistakes that you wouldn't do if you were going to optimize with your own personal style and character, which would be, for example, to do it slower and stuff. Secondly, Being aggressive doesn't mean that you're going to be correct or you are more experienced or you are a better advertiser. There are people that they are very good advertisers. I have trained them. I know how they work. I have seen the results, but they have a much more controlled approach, okay? They don't take risks. And if you think that this is wrong, then maybe you are closer to my character. But let me tell you that there are people that they are just doing less changes, much less aggressive optimization, which takes more time and stuff, and they are doing pretty well because it's their comfort zone. They know how to work like this. So if you're watching all of my videos, this is a video, it's an awakening video, and I want you to think that you don't have to necessarily do whatever I'm teaching on the same way, but you have to put your personal touch with your character and just try to understand what I'm doing and just adjust it to your own character. This is the only way for you to just be able to do your own ads without caring about the next video that I'm going to make or what I'm going to do, by understanding how Facebook ads are actually working. After training so many people, this is one of the things that I have seen consistently, that each one of them has their own character and you have to go with it. You just cannot push them to do the way that you were going to follow in the optimization. And always remember that there are many ways to optimize a campaign, not just one solution only, but there are several solutions, as long as you justify it, okay? And when we do these calls, I always ask them to justify why would you do that. If the answer is correct, and I disagree and I will do it another way, still it doesn't change that I will let them do it in the way that they wanna do it. Don't forget, guys, that if you want to learn more, you can check my book, my course, my website, and of course my mentorship programs and the reviews of the people that they have finished the mentorship programs just below the mentorship program if you follow the link on the description. And until we meet again, guys, don't forget that you have to be creative, get some rest, and be consistent.